What's up, everybody? Psych out back here. Today we're gonna do something a little different. We're gonna play a deck we haven't played before. We haven't done a whole lot since the last tournament. We've stuck around 52 to 5400 trophies. We got all the way up into the U.S. top 200 again. But again, I mean, I could get really high if I wanted to in the U.S. top 200 by playing a Reaper deck, but I just don't want to play any more Reaper decks than I already do. I can show you this here. This is my son's account. He plays a Reaper deck. Sometimes his dad might play on his account for him. And just to prove to you how high Reaper decks can go, this is the highest level 9 castle in the United States right now. It's 130th United States, 5,800 trophies. Pretty standard Reaper deck. The thing about Reaper decks, people can mix up. Some play statues, some play skeletons, some play the warrior. Almost everybody plays the warrior. Here we have the vampire in the mix on this one, so this is the Reaper deck that I've been playing, or that my son's been playing. In any case, we also have our other account, Psych Experiment, playing a Reaper deck. Does not have the vampire, so it's not playing the vampire version of the deck, but instead this version has gotten, all the way to, what are we looking at, 185 in the US. So this account, my normal account, was in the top 200, but I went ahead and lost about 6 matches in a row today because I'm that awesome. And now we are down to about 5,300 trophies, but that makes it a perfect time to play with a deck that I don't really care if it wins or loses, and it's probably going to lose a lot, and that is this deck here. This is sort of a power deck. That's the idea behind it. The idea is to use the mana rituals to try to get out your big creatures like the dragon, the black knight, and the executioner. There are other power decks. If we look at the top level, let me show a couple. This one's been pretty highly rated for a while. This is a kind of a power deck, I would say, as well. I tried this deck or a version of this deck, and I had a lot of problems with Reaper because a lot of people at my level play Reaper, and I felt like this deck had a lot of trouble dealing with Reapers. So I have a different version which does a little better against Reapers. I'm not going to say it's great against Reapers, but it does a little better because we have included the bomb. We have 2 Infernos rather than 2 freezes and 1 Inferno. We also have the Black Witch and the Vampire. And then the Executioner actually does okay against the Reaper as well. So this is the deck I'm going to play for a little bit today. I'm not really a power deck expert, but I thought this would be a good opportunity to show a different kind of a deck. Now, one of the problems with my deck, and you may have noticed this here, is that my mana ritual is a little bit under leveled. I really need it to be a level up, and the problem with that is when I use mana ritual to get out a card, like an epic or a rare like the Executioner, they're going to be under leveled for their actual card level. So my actual card levels are higher than they're going to come out with the mana ritual level. And as is typical when I play this deck, I get, what did I get there? I got the crystal. Did I get a mana ritual yet? No. So a couple of games I've played, I've amazingly managed to get my mana rituals as cards 13 and 14 in the deck. Okay, so now as I complained, I got something useful. I think I've played this person before. I think they play Resurrection, so wow, way to have a real strategy and be really boring. Oh, heck with it. Let's just do something here. Let's do something. Let's go kill a bunch of these things. I'm not going to use my Inferno yet. Not 100% sure I'm playing this the best. That's why I didn't want to use my Inferno, because these people who play Resurrection, they play with that dang Archer Queen. And I'm kind of trying to kill the thing slowly because I know how these Resurrection people, yeah, that's exactly right. That's how they work. They want you to kill everything really fast all at once. That way they can bring it all back. And I'm not going to do that. Now, I've already taken massive amounts of damage, and I'm probably going to lose because Resurrection, wow, you're real creative. Way to play a brilliant deck. Okay, well, we're going to have to go Inferno here. Yeah, alright, sure. Well done. Well played. Thousands of Archer Queens. Just amazing. Okay, let's see. Can we stop this guy from getting to our castle? I doubt it. If we do, we have a chance at not losing, but we're still probably going to lose. Okay, there we go. Got to our castle. We need to freeze. Too late. And we lost. Okay, so there you go. I mean, Resurrection, fine, whatever. Lots of people play it, but come on, it's not very creative. Anybody can play that. Well, you kill my creature, I bring it back. I've played Resurrection games before and shown those on my channel, but I don't know. I think it's pretty boring. Maybe some people think it's exciting because you have to, I don't know, I guess you have to think a little bit. But it's basically just spamming everything out there. Okay, so once again, we are waiting on our mana rituals. I don't know if you noticed, though, in the last game when I did play that Skull King, because I used the mana ritual to play it, it came out weaker than... Okay, I'm going to go ahead and dump the Black Knight. I don't know if that's the best idea. Oh, sure. I'm sure we've got another Resurrection player here. And what are they going to do? They're going to play Inferno here? No, it's going to be Resurrection with the Skull Queen. Okay, well, give them some points for creativity. Okay, let's wait and let's go. Yeah, gotta kill that Skull Queen. Let's just freeze her and get rid of her. Man. Oh, it's also the Archer Queen Resurrection. Big surprise. Okay, creativity is unbelievable. Okay, Resurrection. There it is. Who knew? Oh, everybody did, because the deck's the most predictable deck in the world. And Resurrection. Come on, play it again. We know you want to. Okay, well, we're going to need some sort of miracle, because he's got a vampire in the top lane that is probably going to kill us and just resurrected everything. I'm going to have to bomb here, I think, is the only way to keep my castle alive. We're probably still going to lose because, yes, there it is. The Archer Queen again. Why not? And some other queen of something. And an Inferno. And why not everything else that you could want to have? Okay, great. Great. Okay, is that going to get to our castle? Probably the answer is yes. So we'll try to kill it. Okay, my opponent's actually out of cards. If they don't have wind, we'll be okay. If they have wind, which I don't remember if I've seen them play that yet or not. Oh, man. So many skells and more resurrections. Okay, what are we going to do here? What are we going to do? We're going to go here. Oh, man. I don't need a Black Knight now. I need a Executioner. Okay, a bomb is not the worst I could get. Okay, we're somehow surviving. We're probably still not going to win because this game hates me. Okay, now we're going to use a freeze. Yes, okay, there we go. Hopefully, don't get there, vampire. Don't get there. We got to kill that. We got to kill that lane. It's just got to go. Just got to go. Okay, here we go. Another Skull King. We might actually beat a Resurrection deck. Okay, we're going to run this guy down the middle lane because we just have to go for the kill here. There we go. All right, good game. Hey, despite my whining, we got to win. That Resurrection deck didn't have wind. And this one, I guess. But wind is usually the card that drives me craziest about Resurrection decks. And I think the best Resurrection decks, if you look at the best Resurrection decks and the best players, they have at least one wind, if not two. A lot of them have two winds. Okay, so here we've got a Reaper player. I think I've played this person before. We'll probably lose because my deck is not very good against a Reaper. Alright, let's use the mana ritual. I don't know what we're going to do with it. I guess we'll go here, but you know they're going to use the standard bearer, and I'm just going to cry. Oh, well, they're going to freeze. Well, I can do that too. That's not the worst result. Maybe they're not a Reaper player. Maybe they're... Okay, it is a Reaper deck. Okay, kill it. There we go. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, man. right? Or the vampire did not do as much as I'd hoped. This is how I usually lose the Reaper decks with this deck, is I don't actually lose to the Reaper at the castle. Oh, there we go. And then they usually at this point play a Rage, and I can't do anything about it. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Yep, there we go. Deck is too slow unless you draw the... I think I beat that person before, though, because I think I drew... I don't see it here. I think I drew... I got like the perfect draw before, but that's kind of what you have to get, unfortunately, with these power decks to beat the Reaper deck. Kind of sucks. But of course, again, it would also help if my Mana Ritual were higher leveled, because then my cards would come out at a higher level. Okay, here we go, another Reaper player. Should I wait and see if I can get my Skull King out? I guess not. Guess I'm just gonna go for it, and they're playing the Reaper with the Dryad, which for other decks of mine, not a problem, but for this deck, it's going to be super annoying because I'm pretty much not going to be able to kill these Dryads, like, forever. And maybe it's not even a Reaper deck. Maybe it's just some sort of... Yeah, I don't think it's a Reaper deck. Well, I'm just going to do something. But we're going to die. That's one problem with these power decks like this, is they're just too slow. Oh, look at that. Okay, well, I can freeze and just stave off the inevitable. Yeah, there we go. Doesn't really matter. We're going to lose a lot. I mean, this deck is it's just too under-leveled, I think. I mean, most of the cards I have aren't under-leveled, but the Mana Ritual being under-leveled, I think, does hurt us. I don't know. We could play around with a different version, but I just don't think this deck's... I don't know. I don't really know how people play that well with power decks. Maybe I shouldn't have... maybe I shouldn't have the Skull King in and should replace it with like a Metamorph or something like that. Okay, so here comes an Unchained Demon deck. But as you can see with this deck, it's pretty reliant on, it's pretty important anyway that, okay, I forgot to discard a card. That might have been useful, but oh well. Alright, so I guess we're going to try to go with Vampire, and he's going to go with Rage, and we didn't get our freeze in time because I'm freaking terrible at the game, and we're going to lose because I have no way of stopping. Yeah, there we go. Get more of them out there. Do another Metamorph. There we go. I have no way of stopping these Skull Kings, or these, whatever the hell they are, Unchained Demons. Yeah. No way of stopping them. Not once they're at my castle. There we go. That's game. Okay. So, to speed decks, this deck really sucks. It does pretty well against slower decks, but we don't play any of those because everybody at this level plays Reaper or some other speed kind of deck. You saw we did beat a Resurrection deck, but again, that was one without wind. That was probably going to be an overtime deck there, but we didn't get to play it. We would have had it. We have a decent chance against overtime decks with this one. This player I've played a bunch before, but I don't remember what they play. Should probably make some notes sometime. Okay, so as usual, we're sitting here with a Mana Ritual, and okay, alright, now we got, this is the kind of like ideal starting hand you want to get. I don't know what my opponent's playing, but they're going to kill all my skeletons. Okay, so they are playing Reaper, and that's kind of weird because their egg's going to die. So I'm just going to chop that up. Yeah, it's kind of weird. I don't know why they thought they'd be able to save their egg when I played the Skull King, but oh well. Let's just play an Inferno here for fun. Okay, and bomb. And let's see what else we can do. Okay, we can just turn everything here into skeletons. All my stuff's already skeletons, so heck with it. Might as well make everything skeletons. And now we're in good shape, because Reapers really need to have something down the lane, because they want to get something started, and my opponent doesn't have anything to play down the lane. I think they may have already just given up. Okay, maybe they haven't given up. But even if they haven't, they should, because it's pretty much game over. Let's play this here for fun. Oh no. So we beat a Reaper deck for two reasons. One, I don't think it was a great move with the Standard Bear to try to save the egg the way they did. But the other thing is that we had like the perfect draw to two mana rituals and Skull King, and that's pretty much a great draw against the Reaper deck. Where it's not a great draw is if your opponent has arrows. You can go mana ritual, Skull King, and find all your creatures pretty much dead by the time you get down to the other end of the board. So here we got the Crystal. Opponent's playing a Golem. That's good. That's a slow card. That'll give us some time. I almost never get the dragon out, it seems like, in this deck. I usually die or have beaten them. So maybe I should take the dragon out. I don't know. Look at this. Alright, whatever. Let's just try to kill something. I'm sure they're gonna kill my Black Witch. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Perfect. Not only do they have Archer Queen, but they have a level 3 Archer Queen. So we're in really good shape. And by really good shape, I mean we're completely screwed and we're definitely going to lose this game. Okay, I'm waiting. Okay, there's that one. Let's go. We got to get some creatures on the board real fast. And Mana Ritual should help with that, but surprisingly enough, it doesn't seem to be helping me that much. Okay, let's get the Vampire going. Okay. I want to get my Black Knight out there. What's my opponent going to play? Okay, that's fine because we've got just the card for that. The Freeze. The Freeze is perfect for this kind of situation. We can throw another Freeze down, hopefully. My skeletons. Oh no, they didn't get there in time. That's okay. We've got another. Oh no! Man! Just when I was getting control of things. Darn! Darn! I have 2 Infernos in this deck and never around when I need them. And, I just lost control of the lanes again. Just terrible. Hey, look, there they are. Both Infernos at the same time. That's when you want them. Oh, man. Of course. And now I don't have a freeze. Unbelievable. This is just unbelievable. And I'm sure... Okay, great. Great. So we were in great position this game, and then, you know, whatever. Oh, yeah, of course. Yep. Mm-hmm. Sure. That makes sense. They would absolutely want to have their card when they needed it, and we definitely don't. We definitely don't want to have our card when we need it. Why would we want the card when we need it? That would just be too fortunate for us. God. All right, let's go. Come on. Somebody do something. Give me some big cards. That's a big card. Go get them. All right. And of course, they're going to have a dragon. Well, whatever. I'm just going to go here and... Jeez, unbelievable. This is just so unbelievable sometimes, I tell you. My God. Everything that my opponent wants, they get, it seems like. Man, what? There's so many cards. It's like, okay, if we draw the right card here, we're going to win the game. And we keep drawing these at the same time. This is driving me crazy. What in the hell? My God. That is the second time we've drawn both of our freaking Infernos at the same time. Right when we don't need them. It's unbelievable. Man. God, we might win this game in overtime, but it was so crappy. Just felt like such terrible luck the whole way. Man. Maybe I've just played poorly. I don't know. It sure seems like there were cards that it would have been nice to get, and we never got them at the right time. That was good timing there. Getting the... Okay, we're going to win this in overtime. And that was ugly. That was terrible. But that was really frustrating to continually get both of the Infernos in the same 2-card draw. Like that happened, I think, twice that game where I got both of my Infernos at the same time. Where it's like if I had had one in my hand at previous times, really could have used them. But oh well. Okay, we're at 20 minutes. That's plenty for a video. You got to see me freak out on how terrible the card drawing can be sometimes in Castle Crush. But we did win 2 games. Did we win 2? Did we win 3? No, I think just 2. Maybe we won 3. Any case, that's this deck. I think it's okay. I think with more practice, I'd be better at it. I also think with a better mana ritual, I'd be better at it. I think there's probably some other ways to tweak this to be better against the Reaper deck. But also add a second freeze. You can see freeze is a pretty important card for decks like this. Because you can stop your opponent's attack and let your big creatures have at whatever they've got going on there. But we only have 1 in the deck, so and that's in part because I've been trying to deal with a lot of the decks that I face at this level, which is a lot of Reaper decks, and so I've had to make some adjustments to it. In any case, that's it for this video. Thanks so much for watching. If you like this video, give it a like. If you have a comment, leave a comment, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thanks so much, everybody. Bye-bye.